Santi Gonzales. Welcome to my fight show. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. You can hear me. That's great. Awesome. What's going on?
Sick. I can't hear you no more.
All right, let's try this again. What's going on with camp? How are you doing? What's the night been like?
Camp's been great, man. Just been working hard everywhere, just grinding in the gym, working my ass off.
Working hard. And I've heard some of that hard work has come in the direction with now with a new embracing of wrestling.
Yes, sir.
You were not a fan of wrestling. Is that accurate to say?
That is accurate, yeah.
What was it about wrestling that deterred you from noticing its effectiveness?
It's just the like lay and pray. I don't appreciate it as a fan. I don't appreciate it as a fighter. I've learned like there's guys you get taken down and get the shit beat out of you. You still look like you were just in a war, and that's the goal. Anytime I go into the fight, that's the goal. I want to inflict damage and show them.
Your goal is to inflict damage. So, how have you now embraced the wrestling so that you're able to do that? Because it feels like we've seen it in your setbacks. Guys have stopped you from getting to that point where you want to, which is in their face punching them.
Yeah. Um, Shit, I think what I fell in love with the hard work. I like things that challenge me, the things that push me to my fullest, and wrestling something that's probably one of the hardest sports I've ever tried, if not the hardest sport.
What was the moment where it really clicked to you that wrestling is going to be necessary?
The Fight World fight with Isaac Sandoval.
Do you feel like what was lost in that moment, or did you just feel like you were not able to perform? Was it frustration? Like what was the emotional, the thought process?
I think a lot of it is I questioned how hard I had worked. Hey, did I give everything I could leading up to the fight to be successful? And I believe I work harder than everyone, no matter what I do. But I think wrestling something I've underappreciated, and I've learned to appreciate it now.
Is it refining it? Is it respecting it? Because with your style, I think there's almost a benefit to you don't want to get too offensive wrestling that you still to the benefit want a defensive wrestle mostly.
Yeah, I think it's come more defensively naturally. Naturally, I want to stand there and be in your face. I just think learn sometimes to be defensive wrestling, you gotta offensively wrestle. So I've learned when and like what times I should incorporate that.
A couple years ago, you just go into the gym and you say you want to start training. How do you look back on that decision? And is this what you expected to come after making that choice?
Uh, I think ah, it's a good one. It's made me just a better person. I think I'm grateful for the growth it's given me, the opportunities it's given me. I've met some amazing people, and I think I've grown into a lot better of a man than the track I was headed on. So I wouldn't take it back for the world.
Did you expect for it to be beneficial in those ways that it had been as a man, as a growth process? Because you go in there and I'm guessing there's a expectation. All right, I'm gonna see if I want to fight, but then you become this whole other person and you start to mature.
I don't know if I expected it to be to this extent. I think I expected it to humble me a little bit and calm me down a little, but I didn't realize to the extent it was going to go in my life.
What how would you quantify the effect that it's had on you and how important it's become to you as a part of your life?
So it's become like a second home to me. It's really made a difference in all aspects. I feel like I've learned how to talk to people, communicate a little better. I think a lot of that comes from being secure. I'm at the gym every day. I'm working my ass off. I know what I'm capable of, And I think it's helped me at work and resolving conflicts, just in life in general. I'm not so angry.
Is communication something that you felt was troubling you beforehand?
Definitely.
Where do you think that trouble was stemming from?
I think it just stemmed from the home life I had as a kid and the instability I had. I had very few people I counted on as a kid, so I think a lot of it was just anger and the instability.
Did you notice that you were transforming or that you were channeling this anger or that you were finding something that was missing? Like, did you notice this change as it was occurring?
No, I think one day I don't remember who I was speaking to. I hadn't seen him in a while, and they just mentioned like I seemed like a whole different person, like something else. I grew up, and I think it was just a shock then. Then I could sit back and I really looked at how much I have grown as a person.
And how much do you attribute that to also the people that you now surround yourself with?
I feel like that's 80% of it. The people I have around me right now are great and they support me in all aspects of life. And when I am struggling or I'm having a hard time, they definitely can ground me and bring me back to.
So, who would you feel have been some of those important influences to get you going in the right direction? It doesn't even have to be the coaches. It can be. I'm not trying to deflect from them, but who do you feel are some of the people that you need to give credit to for the guy that we see in front of us now?
My girlfriend, first and foremost, she's actually the first one to kind of push me into the gym and find my way. We talked a lot about it, and I attribute the most to her. She's helped me grow as a man and as a person, and truthfully, everyone at the gym helps me grow. I feel like daily I learn something from everybody.
And as a martial artist, as an athlete, I've seen you there since almost the beginning where we've almost used it to death. You walked in off the streets basically without any fighting background, without much of an athletic background. Do you start yet at this point to feel like an athlete, to feel like a martial artist?
I feel like I do. I feel very dangerous no matter where a fight goes, and I feel like my athleticism has made leaps and bounds. So I do feel like an athlete now.
Amateur titles. You have an amateur title fight next weekend, Las Cruces. El Paso, you've already raised a belt before. What did that mean to you getting to that pinnacle?
It means a ton. I think it just means like it helps me solidify the potential I have in the fight game. Um, I am far from where I want to be, but at the same time, I know I'm taking those right steps. I'm getting these opportunities because the potential I have.
Gabriel Pinedo, we've seen him have success, couple finishes back to back on his resume. We've also seen him at the APFC. He's been around for a while. How do you assess that this matchup is going to go? Do you feel this is going to be an exciting one? Or is this somebody that you're going to have to force into the exciting exchanges that you desire?
I think it's going to be a fun one. I think mine and his styles clash real well. He likes to stand there. He's also good everywhere the fight goes. I don't see him quit anywhere. So I'm confident no matter how the fight's going, he's going to bring it too. So I think it's definitely a fan favorable fight.
We know that you've been working diligently on the wrestling for quite some time. Is it just the wrestling or is it the jujitsu also?
I have a great coach in jiu-jitsu with Jose, and we've been working endlessly on my jiu-jitsu as well. I feel like I can finish the fight in like a jiu-jitsu round. I can finish it ground and pound. I can finish it on the feet. I'm feeling very well-rounded.
You've had some performances that haven't been indicative of who you are. What do you feel you got to do to at least be proud of the performance this time around and be satisfied with the gains that you've made throughout the camp and throughout the process?
As long as I give it everything I have, if I feel I walked out of there giving 100%, I know I'm giving it all now in training camp, and as long as the fight goes the same way and it's everything I have, I can't be disappointed.
When we talk about the support system that you have, how much does that expend to the team? Because whether I'm talking to Gabe or I bump into Angel or I'm talking to Freddie, it seems like everyone brings up everyone else and tries to really uplift.
The team's great. I think that's one of the best support systems I've experienced in my life. Everyone supports everyone. We don't have the biggest team, but every fight, I guarantee 99% of us are there. Win, lose, or draw, I know they have my back. I know they'll go raise my hand in the back, win, lose, or draw. So I appreciate it always.
Everyone's there for everybody. They want to see each other for their best. They want to see each other turn into their best. And when we're talking about what you envision for your best, we know that you have some knockout power, but ultimately what you envision, what kind of striker do you want to look like out there?
I want to look like I just want to look complete. I want to look solid everywhere. I want to look like the problem I am. I want people to look and fuck. I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
What would it mean to win a second title belt?
I mean, a bunch. I think for me, I think most importantly, I want to bring it back for the team. I think the team pushes me and has made me into the fighter I am today. So I look forward to bringing the belt back for them and getting to support the team like that.
He has these championship goals, these bigger aspirations. And from that first day that I brought it up, that you walked into the gym, how has your outlook, like your general outlook, your big picture focus about what you could do in this sport, how has that changed or evolved?
I think it jumps every fight I have. I feel like I see a little bit more and a little bit more potential in myself. I feel like Freddie's done nothing but help me grow and give me the belief and faith and confidence in myself to go as far as I want to go. So I think the sky's the limit.
From what you came in there, from what you were looking for, has the why you do this changed at all?
Not really. I feel like I've always felt it in my blood. I've always felt like a fighter, and I feel like this just kind of solidifies it for me. It's just what I am.
Just for reference for everybody, how far away from Freddie are you right now?
Probably 30, 40 feet.
I could still hear him yelling at the team in the background. Tell him again. I said he is the loudest coach in New Mexico. I'm going to keep telling you. I know he
Oh
laughs at
yeah.
it, but I swear I heard him yelling a second ago, and I didn't think you were that close to the training room.
No, well, I'm in a different room, so it should be quieter. But you know, Freddie,
Belovedly, yes, we know Freddie. You go down to Las Cruces. What's your expectations?
go in there and dominate. I plan on dominating everywhere the fight goes. You know, I like to stand there and be in your face, but if he wants to go to the ground, I plan on dominating there too and getting my hand raised. I don't plan on going 5 rounds, but I don't plan on it being quick. I think he's a game opponent, so I think it'll take some work to get him out of there, but I believe in myself to do it.
We pulled Santi Gonzales out of practice to talk about Empire Promotions, Reign of Champions, Las Cruces. Get ready, March 14th. We're excited for it. Interview was brought to you by Barber, Gabe's Fades. Get on over and visit them at 100 Course Boulevard, Suite 107. Santi, we'll let you get back to practice.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate it.